Good evening, my gabbers, and thank you for tuning in to Deb Chanel's 48th World. Um, Tonight I'm gonna be reviewing the K Michelle My Life sitcom. We're going to be looking at episode 4, season 2, and the title of it is No Fake Jewels and No Fake Music. Okay, pretty much we're gonna jump right on into it. K Michelle, through the first scene, she's talking with Aunt Cece and her friend London, Paris, London, something like that. But anyway, it came on reflecting on the past scene that they left off with previously on the previous show, with basically her and Bobby getting into it, and then he walking out, and then Kay is pretty much like in tears, and she's telling Aunt Cece that he's been terrible, he's been very bad, he hadn't been at treating her right, da 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 da. And at first I'm thinking that shoot, maybe Aunt Cece finna tell K Michelle off and walk right out with Bobby, but she basically was giving her good props for not running after him. She even told him, "You don't need to run after no man. Oh, ain't no man worth that." So if he's worth his grain and salt, or he really wants her, he'll come back, apologize, and try to get things on track. But as we see, that didn't happen. So Cece would say, I'm gonna be solidified with you, honey. I'm gonna be good. I don't never want to get on backside, because even though you may not be dating and fooling with my crazy nephew, don't leave me out, out in the cold, and in other words. So I like the fact that even though he was blood related to her, she did have some type of camaraderie and love for K Michelle. So kudos to Aunt Cece. So that was basically, like I said, a recap of what had happened last episode. So the next scene comes in where K Michelle and one of her friends, are basically the friend that we kind of see on a routine, regular basis. Um, she used her as a confidant, and they're at this park, or it's like a park related scene where they're sitting down on a bench and just enjoying the scenery and all that God has to offer us if we just step outside and meditate and marinate on all of His wondrous work. Seems like it's a cool, sunny day. Um, Kay is explaining to her friend that Bobby took her phone on purpose, and he had been threatening to leak a lot of information from her phone, to the social media. And, he's just being real, butthead, butthole, and just craziness. And she's, telling him that, she kind of feels for him, and then, she don't feel sorry for him, and she just really don't know what to do with him, da 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 da. Evidently he must, was throwing it down in the bedroom, and she can't let it go, but she gotta let it go, King. You gotta let it go, girl. Gotta let it go, King. Gotta let it go, Michelle. Anyway, Kimberly, you gotta let it go. Gotta cut the dick off, girl. Gotta just cut it off. Oh, anyway, I always wanted to say that. But she's just feeling some kind of way. At least I'm glad she's not crying, So she's kind of pretty much accepted it is what it is. And for some reason, I don't know why, he had left his jewelry that he had kept in this little black bag. And I guess she was on the impression, like everybody else, where you're a celebrity or a ball player or some type of individual in the industry, whether it's entertainment, as far as any other sports, or just a singer or whatnot, performer. You expect for all the jewelry that everyone is flossing or displaying for everybody to see is real jewelry. It costs some money. So she goes through his bag, and she's showing all this stuff that he had in this bag, and she's thinking it's all gold. You know, I just say everything that glitter ain't gold. Well, you hit the jackpot, honey, because that stuff was faker than a $2 bill. But you know, I think she was saying, okay, he got my phone. He can do damage far as you know who I'm talking to, notes, you know, that are saved on her phone. Yeah, he could do it. But you know, then she could, in a sense, press criminal charges against his behind. It was never stated in the during the review or the taping, but you know that he actually stole it from her. She could prosecute him for that. If he leak anything off her phone that she can trace back that he did it, you know he could be legally liable for that. So luckily, I don't think he did any leaking of her information, private information. That works good in his favor. Maybe he got with the right person, and they told him, you know, you can, you know, make believe that you're gonna do it, or make her think you're gonna do it, but I wouldn't do it because you'll be in jail. And, you know, if he run around here with fake jewelry, then he would definitely be in jail with nobody coming bonding his behind out. You know, but like I said, she was just looking through his stuff and telling her friends, you know, all the jewelry he had there, and then he had a engagement ring for a female. And I don't know why Kay was thinking that probably was hers. I wouldn't have wanted it if it was, you know, like that. Shoot, it should be in a cute little box wrapped up, waiting for me to open it up and find out, you know, what type of carrot I got this, you know, set on my hand, you know. But like I said, I've been telling you all through my reviews that he was no good. No good, no good, no good. And where he's putting all his money, I have no idea. Because even the stuff that was considered his, like a watch that had diamonds, a pendant, um, shaped in a V style image, you know, it was supposed to be solid gold engraved with all these different diamonds and stuff. And he had this diamond necklace, you know, out flossing, and couldn't find out child stuff wasn't real. But anyway, we go to scene three where K Michelle meets up with a producer by the name of Pop, and you know they're hanging out in California at some studio called Glenwood Studios, and you know she's meeting with her producer and you know everybody else with trying to decide what type of music she's wanting to put out. And you know she goes so far as to say she need to make her own genre type of music. You know, it wouldn't definitely be R&B. It wouldn't be singing about, you know, pain and frustration and sadness in relationships. Those are really her hits. But I understand what she's saying. She just don't want to be in that place anymore. You know, she don't want to tell a story through music about all her trials and tribulations and obstacles. You know, with having bad relationships and never ending them. You know, them not even ending up in a good place. Um, so I can understand what she's saying. You know, she feels empowered now. She feels in a more happier state, and she wants to sing about that. But it seems like her producer and her manager and all these other people or entities around her are saying, "No, we need you to be sad. We need you to, you know, cut those records, make those hits." And we need you to stay like that. And she's like, I ain't hearing it. She didn't like the particular studio they had reserved for her as far as to record in. She didn't like the lightning. You know, I think everything was fine for her to produce music that particular day, but she just wasn't feeling herself. She was just in a foul mood, and everything around her and the people around her were just foul. She didn't have nothing really good to say. And, you know, like I said, she was in a negative space, and the energy around her was negative, and she fed off of that. And she's like, shoot, you know, this is just a wasted session. You know, even the guy that was helping to arrange her music and stuff, he even left. He walked out like, all right, what this woman talking about? She ain't ready to make no music on book this time. And she talking about all willy-nilly. She want to make her own genre of music. He was like, I can't take it. I got to go. You know, I'm having a moment. So while she's having her moment and being indecisive and all of this, I'm gonna have my moment too, and I'm just gonna walk out, be peaceful about it before I say something that I may not be able to get this coin from this artist. So he did the right thing. But she came in like, this is what she wants, this is how it's gonna be. If not, they can't give it to her, then she'll just fire the whole team and get a new team and da 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 da. Like I said, she was feeling herself. The music industry pretty much don't go that way. She knows that. But for this particular scene, she just felt like she was in control of everything, and she didn't want, she wasn't feeling it. So that's pretty much how everything went on that particular scene. It goes to the next scene. Excuse me, people. I'm sorry, I'm just yawning, but I am taping at 1:51 in the morning. I don't seem like I can get my taping done throughout the day because so much activity is going on within my house. And then I actually had to take my daughter to see the podiatrist today, and kind of took up a lot of my time. I won't tell them what happened. I just said I couldn't have time today. Whatever. Anyway, everything was cool, but I didn't get a chance to sit there and get some taping time in because I had to eat, and I had some good pasta stuff. My daughter cooked it. We might have to do one taping where we just be in the kitchen cooking and showing y'all the beginning as well as the end result, because it was good. It was some good eating, I'm telling you. But like I said, I didn't get a chance to actually do my taping during the daytime like I like to, so I can be in the bed and not taping late in the wee hours as I am doing now. But enough said about that. Y'all just know where the yawn is coming from. The next scene goes into K. Michelle, Jonathan, Paris, London, and the juror appraisal. Now, I didn't know jury appraisers actually come to your house. I thought you had to go to their business, their place of business, and, let them sit and tell you about the pieces of jewelry you have and how much you can pretty much get for them and the quality of the jewels, the stone, the cut, the clarity, all that good stuff. But it seems like in Hollywood, you can have everything at your fingertips. Everybody come to you. So I found that to be very interesting. So anyway, that particular scene and that is okay. Yeah, that particular scene is leading into them going and itemizing um Bobby's stuff, from his necklace to his rings, a pendant he had, the engagement ring that Kay felt was an engagement ring for a female. I think she was hinting to the fact that he may was thinking about giving it to her, but she had did some light shading, like she couldn't see the diamond. And yeah, I don't know, because like I said, Bobby had lied to her about how many children he had, and I think I still hadn't investigated it though, but I think I will before the show ends. Just how many kids he do actually, he actually had fathered. So, but I think it was 7. So I don't know what Kate think he had the money to be dropping down all of this jewelry unless he had it from way back when. But anyway, honey, she got the juror praised, and the man was showing us this little diamond meter scale where it can tell whether it's simulated, meaning not real cubic zirconian, and whether it's the real deal. Honey, it was a red and green section. Green section was pretty much telling you that it was authentic, it was real, it was a real carat, solidified gold. And the red was basically saying that it was fake, cubic zirconian, not worth not worth his weight in gold. People, I mean, he's supposed to be playing for a real some type of NBA team here, but then he got traded to a Canadian team. But I mean, you're still making money. I mean, you don't have to have a lot of gold or a lot of diamonds, but just a few little pieces. And the pieces that showed us, I mean, it really looked it real. But honey, when he got to putting that gadget on that jewelry, girl, girl, I was like, he a liar, he's a thief, and then he don't have no real jewelry. So I'm like, it? I don't know. But, she found out the truth about everything, and, he wasn't going to be no good person, and, he's a fake person. He wears fake jewelry. So he's going to live his life accordingly, and she shouldn't be worried about it. But like I said, enough of that. Moving on. Scene 5 was basically K Michelle and her bestie at the spa. They were what do you call it? What were they doing? Their vaginas, airing it out or getting it freshened up. I don't know. I think the Braxtons did that one time too. Went to some kind of relaxation spa and got a hold to this. They call it the V steam. I guess the vagina steam. Steam where it just, I don't know, tantalize, or I don't know what it does, but it seems like it's supposed to open it up and you know steam it real well, and I don't know, make you have an orgasm maybe, or you be ready to go and make love or have sex with your significant other, or whatever. But she was getting all silly with it. Kate Michelle, her girlfriend was trying to tell her how to sit on the little potty, so she can get the best steam up in that area she wanted, and it just tickled her to death. I don't know if it was that or the alcohol, probably a mixture of both. But she tried to twerk on the potty base. I was like, what? This girl is crazy. Take her out, because I don't even know if she's really getting the full fledged benefit of the cleanse. But that girl was a hot mess. But she made me laugh. Like I said, she's cute as a bug. I just wish that she could be more successful in the arena of love. Like most of us want that and desire that, and we deserve it. So hopefully she just, like she's cleansing her vagina out. Hopefully she's cleansing, the rest of her mind and spirit out, because she's trying to release all these sex demons Bobby done put up in her or whatever. Anyway, and pretty much going towards the latter part of the show, we're seeing another tape where she's having her life coach, Tony Gaskins, to come over and talk with her about, the day's events, what she's been doing and feeling, and, with her music and her personal life, what she's been going through and stuff. And he pretty much asked her, are you ready? Is this the final take of your dealings with Bobby? Is he gone? And then she kind of reluctantly, half-heartedly said yes. So I don't know if Bobby had a clue and he came back and he was straightening out and she could see some significant change in him. I'm pretty sure she'll be right back with that nut. Like I said, it has to be good sex, because it can't be their communication that they're having with each other, because I mean, it seems like it's non-existent with her trying to have conversations with him on camera about how he had been treating her, with the abortion and just the lies he told, and him still trying to talk with people on the side while they're together. I just don't know why she pretty much want to continue to put up with somebody like that. But who am I? But the what is his name? The life coach, Mr. Gasson, is telling her, I know you were saying this, that, and the other about you wanted to partake in a different way of reaching people through your music by trying to change up with the formula that has definitely been successful for you thus far. He was just telling her to reach down in herself and bring out all that wonderful, caring, absorbing type music that, has made her many hits, and that has helped out other individuals that have been through the same type of tumultuous relationship roller coaster zone she's been on for the last couple of years. But I ain't too much like that, because he really wasn't listening to what she was saying, because she was basically saying she's tired of making hits off her pain. And I'm right with her about that. I'm like, shoot, let me be happy and see what that turns out. make me a few songs about being happy. But and then he kind of gave me a tease, like he was trying to hit on her. I was trying to figure out, was he married through previous episodes? But like I said, I really wasn't paying attention to him with regard to looking at his finger, even though he has a ring on his pledge ring finger that you would, do when you're getting married or whatnot. I don't know if it was a wedding ring or just a man ring. But oh, excuse me. Um, he was just basically telling her that he was really loving the woman that was sitting next to him. He's finally getting to see who Kimberly is, not K Michelle, and he likes that look. He liked the, I guess, the glowing she had when she was sitting talking to him, and the relaxed state of mind she was in. Just all of it was just, he was feeling it. So I was like, are you trying to hit on her or what? But he liked it, and he wanted that person to stay um for here and now on. But we know Kay, is gonna do what she wanna do. She's gonna take care of herself. She's gonna, look healthy, be healthy. But I don't think that she needs to stay healthy with self-esteem issues. Because that's when not just her but any individual, when you're suffering from low self-esteem, where you're putting yourself in a vulnerable state, you're gonna tend to act vulnerable. If you were in a good headspace, you wouldn't make certain decisions that are negative or have negative type of consequences that will come back. When you're in a good headspace and you're feeling good, you're focused, you're gonna make better choices. So those are just the good and bad, the pros and the cons, depending on your emotional state that you're in, that you're gonna fall privy to or prey to. Um, relationships are hard in themselves. Friendships are hard. Dating relationships are hard. Um, just emotions, and trying to make someone else feel the same emotions you're trying to have, solidified in a relationship, which you can't. You can only take care of your own self and your own emotions, and hopefully they mesh with that particular significant other, that partner you're trying to have a relationship with. And when they don't, that's when you know you become vulnerable and you do stupid stuff. So hopefully she's on the road of recovery, and she has a good group of people around her. It seems Jonathan cares for a lot. This Paris, London. I thought she was gonna be there a week, but maybe it just went over. But she has the idea that she wants to move to Los Angeles and make a name for herself in the industry as well. So I mean, kudos to both of them. Seems like she has some caring people around her, and a very beautiful looking young dog. I like that dog myself. I gotta kind of peep out, what kind of dog that is, and I won't be purchasing one, in the near future because I have to, and they're about to run me crazy. But enough of that said. She the final and last scene, she goes back where she's in the studio. She's been more apologetic. She's given the producer, she said, one song, one of her traditional breakup heartache songs that probably will be, climbing the charts and doing well for her and her management company. But she's basically saying she wants no more of fake relationships. She don't want any fake jewelry. She even at the end had her little puppy, and that was so cute. A little scene where he was wearing the fake jewelry. She had fitted him for it. And, Jonathan was there. He was like, no, you did. So it was a feel good moment towards the end, coming like full circle. She's recognizing that she does have self esteem issues, low self esteem issues that she's definitely gonna stay on top of, because when she's flying low, she's gonna be making awful decisions that gonna have negative consequences that she's gonna have to deal with. and that's gonna affect her emotionally. So, I really feel she made me laugh this episode. Um, if she's good, I'm good. About the situation, and I look forward to reviewing other shows she may be a part of, or just reviewing the show she has now. Um, I like the positiveness that she's showing throughout her show, and she's not trying to run somebody in the ground and make them feel as bad as she made them feel. I mean, it may come through in her song and her music, but just on the show in general, she didn't really bash anybody. She didn't really bash Bobby, and I was waiting for her to bash him, but she's a better person than I am at this point. But she took the high road, and that shows her growth and her maturity level when it comes to the circumstances she had to deal with and the obstacles she had to overcome and still overcoming. So kudos to you, K Michelle. And I'll see you all next review, and you stay encouraged. Okay, thank you. Good night. Bye bye.